Audio Jungle.
Alright guys, so let's take a look at the accessories he comes with. Let's start with the hands. He has a pair of button pressing hands for his gauntlets. He has some flight hands or some flat hands, and he has some grabby hands. Here's his alternate head, hands with energy effects, flaming fist effect, and various energy effects to substitute his hand with. He has his display stand and his flight stand. It actually comes with an extra accessory. It comes with the little Blip the monkey figure, who actually has articulation. He has very basic articulation at the wrist. Sorry, not at the wrist, but the elbow, the shoulder, knee, and at the waist, and at the ankle. So, pretty cool bonus figure. And also, like all 112 collector figures, he comes with a little kind of Ziploc bag to keep his accessories in, which is always super cool. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the action figure. Let's take a look at Space Ghost himself outside of his plastic prison. And my thoughts immediately is that Mezco is getting a lot better with showing and making the muscles look more prominent through their spandex suit, so everyone doesn't just look kind of like pudgy or bulky. Like, you could actually start seeing like the muscles on his calves, some abs. His chest muscles look really prominent. Shoulders and biceps look really cool and like really more on display. Because that was like a kind of complaint some people had about the 112 collective figures, is that people like superheroes, and like, because the 112 collective line is all spandex or cloth figures, that some of them looked a little bit pudgier. Some cool things, some other stuff that they upgraded for this figure is, I believe this is the first 112 collective figure with a not only a cloth cape. Well, there's been cloth capes before, but a wired cape, which is much appreciated. And they have a few cloth caped heroes coming later this year, and hopefully they all have wired capes from here on out, because this is a really well done wired cape. Other than that, they did a really good job of capturing the look of Space Ghost, I feel. I mean, it's really hard to mess up the look, but they did a really good job. Very simple suit. They have his mask, his cape, his emblem right here on his chest, his gauntlets, his belt, and the rest is just a white bodysuit with his yellow cape. But for the stuff that they did do, they did a really good job, like with his head, his alternate head. It's very basic, nice cowl. They did a really good job with his logo to make it very prominent, and his gauntlets and his belt have a nice shiny metallic red for it, and it's a really nice touch. Same with the yellow on his gauntlets. It looks kind of see-through-ish a little bit. It looks kind of gelish to give it that nice detail. So overall, they did a really good job with the design of the figure. Very simple. My thing though is because they didn't give him like boots. It's just all connected from the waist down. A part of me is worried, like some of the stuff here, you could see like it's glued down from like the fabric to where the boot is, because the bottom part of it is a plastic material to help him stand better, and then they just kind of tuck the fabric into the top of the plastic part to transition the seam into it. And my thing is, like, over time will the fabric become unglued. So that's one thing I'm worried about with this figure. But overall, I'm really happy with this figure. This is my first Space Ghost figure. I've always loved Space Ghost growing up, but this is my first action figure of him. I'm super excited because they did a really good job. They gave us a bunch of accessories, nice look. I showed you guys earlier, they gave us a free bonus figure with Blip, which is kind of awesome. He does look kind of creepy though. He looks kind of scary. Like, super creepy smile on him. But whatever, we have a free bonus figure of Blip. But yeah, they did a really good job with this figure. They designed it really well. The white looks really nice on his suit. It's just nice and simple. Worried that it's going to get dirty over time, so So there are some issues and concerns about this figure over time because of the fabric material, but overall I'm very pleased with it. They gave us a bunch of accessories and I'm super happy with this figure. Standard articulation for Mezco. His head is one piece entirely. He doesn't have a neck and then a head sculpted onto like a ball joint. It's literally just one piece. And it's the same with his alternate grinning head. But he could look up that much, look down that much, and side to side. The cool thing is, because it's all one piece and it's just kind of floating, you could just have him like, kind of cheat the shot a little bit if you wanted. Have it just kind of floating there, but it's not really connected. Just have it placed there, so you could do some shots if you wanted. He can move his shoulder up, and you could rotate at the gauntlet, at the wrist, bend at the elbow, swivel at the bicep, but limited because of the fabric. Ab crunch, you could crunch forward that much, go for that back, twist, you could kick forward that much, kick back that much. Can't do the splits. Double knee. Point forward with his ankle that much. And slight pivot at the ankle. So very standard articulation. The overall feel of this figure is it's very sturdy. It doesn't feel like flimsy or like joints or anything will pop out, so it overall has a really good feel to it. Overall, I really like this figure, really happy with it. Glad that it's part of my 112 collective action figure line. When I ordered it, it was kind of an impulse buy, and then when it came in, I was kind of iffy if I still wanted it. Picked it up, got it home, played with it for a little bit, and I'm super happy with it. And I'm super glad that he's part of my collection. So overall, if you like Space Ghost, if you're collecting the 112 collective line, definitely give this a pick up. Check it out for yourself. Because for me, I always felt like the 112 collector figures always look better in person than they do via pictures online or anything. So they definitely look better in person, sitting on your shelf or whatever. That's why when I saw these at Comic-Con last year, I was completely very iffy on the line, but when I saw them in person, I was sold. So now I am hooked on the 112 collective line. And this is a very good figure. A lot of accessories, like I keep saying. Mezco is doing a better and better job of just with the body itself and working around the fabric suits that they're including on their figures. The nice wired cape is a welcome feature. Hopefully they keep that up with future figures. But overall, I'm very happy with this figure, and I'm glad that I own it. So that's it for this figure. That's all I really have to say. It's a very simple figure, but it's a very cool one. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this figure. Let me know if there's any other action figures that you want me to review. But other than that, thank you for watching. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later.